everyone, Cheryl here today with KaDoodlebug Designs, and we're celebrating KaDoodlebug Designs 12-year birthday on Facebook. And so if you'd like to join us over there, there's some giveaways and hops and different things going on. And then also Melissa from KaDoodlebug Designs, the owner, is giving away a freebie each day just this week. So on this one here, this one's called it's a new one, and she's called the Cutie KaToodles birthday cake panda bear. And so we're going to go ahead and get started. She's still a little wet because I just did her up. So I'm going to show you how I did the icing and then the little candle, and then I did do her eyes and whatnot. And so I'll show you the layering process and all that. So I'm just going to put her right there and hope I don't hit her. So the first thing we want to do is start with our backing, and all the black I've prepped, and I did use the white pigmented ink. And so it's just one of these color box cat's eyes, and it's pigmented. I do like the cat's eye, and I'll show you why. I like that you can hold this and just kind of pounce around the edge, and it'll add the white. And in person, you could see it, so it's really nice. But let me see. Yeah, you should be able to see it. Okay, so I've prepped all my black, so we don't have to do any of the black. And then the white, all the white I did in the Brilliance ink Starlite Silver. And same thing, I just kind of pounce on the edge. And just get the edge done on these. And so that's the white, and I think I've prepped. So the only white you're going to do, you're not going to do the eyes, the white on the eyes or the cupcake icing. It's just all the pieces for the panda that are white. And so I'm just using that. And to see full screen, if you're watching from a phone, go ahead and click on the right corner to enlarge the screen, and that way you can see all down here where my hands are. So the next thing I did was, I did all the white, and then I'm going to kind of walk you through the rest. So let's go ahead and add those ears first. So we want to get the ears on, and I think that's kind of why I wanted to go over the colors with you on that. So we're going to add the black part of the ears. And just kind of line that up. So I'm going to get these on. On this one here, it's going to be the ears first. And then we're going to do the arms. We'll bring those up kind of high. When we do the arms, oops. And I think I did this ear backwards. I did. I'm looking for the white, you guys. So this is the white. Yeah, I have a white Stampin' Up! Ink pad that I can use. And I could probably always use the dauber with that. I'm just thinking when that one runs out, I just like how small it is. I really don't want to buy another one. I may just re-ink that in the ink pad to grab some of the ink on it. And so we have the little ears on. Right now, I'm going to add a little pink to the one. I'm using some chalk, just a very faint pink. Whoops. Stampin' Up's chalk. I'm going to just add a little bit to the ear right there. Okay, so we have our ears on. Now we want to add these arms, and they're going to come kind of up a little higher than normal. This one, oops, I think I got that right. Let's see. And then of course we're going to do this body, and the body's already prepped as well with that same white. And then we're going to add the tummy on. And I want this one to come all the way up to the top. where I'm lining it up, I'm not lining it at the bottom. A lot of times I do line at the bottom of the body, but not on this one. So now that we have all this on, and I feel like that arm could have come over a tad bit more. I don't know why I didn't. Yeah, that's weird because I'm seeing, I feel like that arm should have come over more. I don't know why. I don't remember putting it that. Yeah, I'm going to bring it over more. This one could have come over more as well for the hand. But where the hand goes. I know the candle comes in. And the hand's right here, and the candle's right there, and the icing's here. But I don't know why I had that. Oh well. Oh well. Okay, so I'm just gonna put, I guess I could slide it back in some. I think that one's gonna be okay. Let's just make sure. Because this comes up like so. So you can always use that. And then the little cheeks is going to come down about there. I think we're pretty good. Okay. All right. So we have the body and the tummy on, and I'm going to go ahead and glue that back down and kind of just push that down. There's a little extra glue, but that's all right. So now we're going to put this head on, and I'm just adding the glue to the back of that. And I kind of figured where the head, I'm matching up the little sides right here to the outers, so I'm not worried about the bottom down there. Okay, so you could come in now with some faint pink if you want, just right here. You're probably only going to see a little bit, so, and blow that off. So now we're going to put the cheeks on. And the cheeks, I'm going to leave room to slide these eyes and the patch in. So not a whole lot, but enough. And then I'm going to kind of just hold it down at the bottom. Oops, okay. And, whoops, right, maybe there. Okay, and then I want to slide that patch in. So I'm going to bring the patch right here. Okay, and then I want to get this eye in here and the one on here. And so these are the white ones, and there's a little notch on the inside right at the bottom. I put that towards the inside. And I'm hoping I'm not too far up. And I'm going to actually bring this eye in. And then I'm going to add this one as well and get it slid down. I like to leave some room for the, we're going to push those down. Okay. And then on these little eyes here, I did use the B41 Copic, and I just came around the edge of this, and then I'm going to use the blender. And this is actually a design paper. It was in one of the files. It was left over, so I threw it in there. But it is a design paper, and it's got like a two-tone on it. But I'm just going to blend in these edges a little. And you could always use the little stiletto and hold that down. Just kind of blend with the Copic. I'm trying to get all my little pandas done today. I have this one and the other new one, and then I did the present one, the bottoms up. That one's super cute. They're all cute. I love the pandas. Okay, So the eyes are ready to go, and we can just put those on. So normally I would have prepped those, but I kind of wanted to show just in case. So we can just kind of press those down, give them a good press. If any glue comes out, you could use the end of the Viker tool or whatever little tool you use to put things down. The little Viker tool I do get on Amazon. It comes in a little case, a set of 2, and then tweezers and some extra little things on it. Okay. So we've got that. Just wanted to show you just in case. I do try to link that as well. To help if you want to find, because I have so many people asking me about the tool and the brushes, and I do buy all those on Amazon as well. Okay, so I've got the patch and the eyes on and all that. So now I want to get the little muzzle on. Now we could, before we put this muzzle on, we could really quickly do up these cheeks, and let's do that. Even though I've added some glue, I'm going to just do some little circles, and this is a darker pink, and that's okay. It looks kind of funny right now, right? But that's all right. I'm going to come in with a little white and kind of smooth that out. And let me grab some more white. And then I'm going to come in, let me blow that. Okay, so now I want to come in with a very light pink, and hopefully that did not bring any dark with it. It's funny how the chalks on this one. So I have a lighter pink I want to add in, and then let me throw that off, and I want to wipe this again. And then lastly, a little white to smooth it. Hopefully I can get that. Because you're only going to see, there we go. I could see that. You're going to be covering that up. So our muzzle's ready to go. And we're just going to put the muzzle like so. And then we want the little nose right here. So we're going to get that. And that can go like so. And then we're going to add some dots using the 005. I like to add these dots right here. You could always add the little line if you wanted, you know, and a little. I didn't do that on this one, but I just show you kind of the difference. And then, you know, it's nice, just I wanted one, so I figured I'll do it in the video to kind of show. And so we have that all done. And then for the eyes, I'm just using the Posca paint pen. I prefer this over the gel pens. I've just had too many issues with those. So 0.7 millimeters is the size of the nib on this one. I bought a set of 2 on eBay a long while ago. So I couldn't even tell you where on that. So now for these little eyes, I want to get these done really quick. So I'm going to come in with some chalks again, and I'm mixing up some purples. I'm going to bring in a little bit of some purples, and then I'm going to come in with some black. You could just do the purple if you wanted. Let's see, just kind of blow that off a little bit. So I just kind of, these are the Stampin' Up! Chalks. They're kind of old. Now if I want, I could come in these little corners, and I kind of put a little bit of black right here. Okay, and so I have that done, and I'm going to use the Micron pen. I did buy a set of 6 of these off of Amazon, and I felt the price on them was really nice. So I did buy them for, I can't remember, I think it's $10.95. And so I did buy those, and I got 6 of them. I got like a 05, a 005, 01, I think a 02, 03, and I'm not sure what else. But anyway, so that's that. And so I added that. Now I want to do my lashes on this one, 005. So on the lashes, because she has this little eye patch, I kind of just come over here, and I'm going to do some little light strokes down. I'm not pressing on this paper. I'm actually just like gently. If I was to press like that, it would be a thicker, even with this 005. So I'm just lightly coming in. So I'm going to start up here. And I always, with doing it on camera, I don't tend to get them as fine as I do when I think it's because I'm so far away, but that's okay. And then to tie those in, I just want to come with a light. Gently. And so hopefully you could see that. And then you could always come, when I'm off camera, I can't tell if I'm going to be able to see it. Yeah, I won't be able to do that here. But anyways, you can add, add to them by doing it all. I'm on the black part right now. Let me see if I can zoom in without shaking you guys too much. So when I'm doing it on camera, my face is really far away. So it is a lot harder for me to get a nice lash on this side with the patch. And so on this side, I'm just going to and so kind of like that. I guess what I could do on my next one is lay down the white first, but not put any glue, and then do my lashes and make sure I come way up high. That's always an option. But yeah, so this side is a little harder to do for me. Okay. So I think I'm going to just leave that alone. Come in with a few more. Oh, and let's get these. There we go. All right. And then I'm going to do a little bit of black on here. Okay. And I think that's probably good enough. And then I'm going to add some little black dots to that. And I want to add a little more pink up here. I'm going to add some pink to both of these. Blend it in with that. There we go. Okay, so we're done with the eyes, I believe. And so now we can move on. So now I've got everything on and done. So now I want to put the icing on the head. And I'm going to show you on the icing, all I did was come in with BV00, a copic, and I just kind of traced along the edge because I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. The other one, I actually blended it out, but this one I'm going to leave it because I'm going to be coming in with some icing and some little drops and stuff. So we want to add, hopefully we want to add, so we want to add our icing to that and at least get that done, and then I'll come back really quick. Okay, so we can kind of place it however, like if you want it up higher or down lower, and I think that's probably good enough right there. Let me wipe my hands and push that down. So I think that's down pretty good. There we go. And just clean up that extra glue. So the next thing we want to do is we want to get the cupcake done. And so on the cupcake, all I'm doing is using the Y11 copic, and I'm just going to do these sides. Whoops. Okay, so I'm just doing the sides, and you probably couldn't see that because I'm zoomed in. So I'm just coming in. Oh my, because the phone's ringing. My dog, she kind of howls and barks. Okay, so I'm just doing the sides like so. You can blend that out if you need, a little bit. I think it's probably going to be okay. And then we'll go ahead and get that glued down. And so let's get that. So I'm just putting enough glue, and I'm using the art glitter glue just in case I forgot to say. Any glue works, whatever glue you're happy with. And then for this little bottom piece, the same thing. I came in with the marker and just kind of did along the bottom. And then you can blend that out if you want, or come in with a lighter color and kind of blend it together. Even if you're using some other markers, it may work to just blend them. And I'm thinking right there is probably good. Let's see if I move that. Okay, so I've got the bottom part on of that, and then I want to do, so I've got my icing. So I want to get my candle before I put this icing. So on the candle, all I did was use the BG 000, and so I'm just using a copic marker on this, and I come along the sides and the top. You could even do, instead of using a dauber, sometimes I just come in with the pins and do that. And then the same thing, so for the yellow part on the candle, I'm using YR31, and I'm just going to come around the edge. And on the candle, I like to add a little bit of glitz, and we'll do that once I put it on. So I think that's probably good enough. Okay. And then the same thing I did for these, I used the purple on those. So we're going to get this candle on, and the candle, I could tell, comes right here. So it's coming about like there, right? So we can add that one first. Get it moved where it needs to be. Oops. And I probably put it backwards. I'm just going to leave it, you guys. I'm not going to worry about that. Okay, and then I know it has the little yellow right there, and then some stripes. Okay, and so we're going to get this piece on up there. Okay, and then we want to add our little stripes. They need to move a little bit. So I'm just using, let me come down a little bit. I can push down gently and clean up any glue with the end, and then I just wipe it off. And there we go. And then you can kind of just get them straight. You'll be able to get everything a lot straighter. I'm like, seriously, kind of far away. All right. And I am still zoomed in. Okay, so now we're ready to add our cupcakes because we've got the candle and the stripe. So we can add this one on, and I'm just going to add on a bunch of glue on the back and then get it placed where I'm thinking it goes. So it goes right about there, I'm thinking. Whoops, and this has got to come down. So, and then we're ready. Now we're ready to add all the fun stuff. Okay, so for the fun stuff on this one, we've got everything on except for the paws. Now I opted out not to use these little pieces. These were cut, so you could actually, if you're cutting and you're going to do this, you can ungroup everything and get rid of all these little dots, because we're going to use, these are for all my shaker. Let me zoom out. Okay, sorry for shaking, you guys. So these are little shakers that are used for the shaker cards, but I use them a lot in crafting just on other things. So we're using that, and then I'm using frosted lace stickles. Now you could use, if you have, and I just came across this. This is an old one I had. It's called glue, and it's liquid. It's actually a liquid adhesive, but it dries kind of like the glossy accents. So you could use any of those, but I thought it would be fun because it gives such a neat look. And I don't know if you could see, but the frosted lace gives such a neat look on that. So I wanted to do that on here. So I'm going to start up here first and do this top part. I have to shake that all down. So I'm just moving this around. This one was easier for me to do than that other one right there because it came out so thick. And this one I can just kind of move it around. I'm not using like a ton of it, but it looks like it, but no. Okay, and then I have ready some of these little pieces, and I did actually use some cutters that I used for wire to just snip these little guys in half. So if you need to snip them, because some of them look kind of big, so I may snip another one and just show you. So I'm just using these, and you can kind of come and just cut that right in half, and it'll give you a little half circle. And so we could probably do that one up on the top, and we don't have to add any glue now because we're using the stickels, and we're kind of pressing these down in, and so those are in. And so I'm going to grab a blue and put the blue there, and then just one pink. And so there's those. So now we can come down. Whoops, we don't want the glue. We want this, and I have to shake it down to the bottom, and then we're just pushing some out, and I'm twirling it like circular and moving it as I'm pushing a little bit out. So I don't have a ton on this one, but I mean, you could put as much as you want. I just thought it would be fun to use I have a lot of stickels, so I'll use some of these up. Okay, so we're done with that one. And then same thing, we have these little guys that I keep in the tray. I don't want, that's a dewdrop. So I'm just going to put a purple there. I have a purple maybe there. And I think I'm going to do a purple there. And I did a pink. And a pink. And I did one blue there, and a blue up here, and then a green, and then a green there, and just get those pushed down pretty good. So this helps push them down a lot better. And then if I wanted, I could always add in another pink, but I think I'm going to leave it. I think it looks good enough. And that's it for that one. And so I think we're pretty much done except for the paws. And so I'm going to put the paws right here, and then one goes right there. And you could put a little bit of glue on that and a little right here. But I think pushing it down in this is going to help keep it anyway. So I think we're probably good on that. This one here, I want to move that. There we go. Oh yeah, you can see the glue come out. Whoops. Okay. So, and then just add this one over here and see all the glue come out. And then I'll just clean that up. And there you have it. And so, whoops, hopefully, oh, I did move, see, I moved some of that. You could always come back in with more. So, and there you have it. So I hope you enjoyed my video today. And then, oh, sorry, you guys. The last thing is the little, I like to add the little dots. And then on her paws. And of course, her nose. And you could do like on the yellow and down here if you want. Oops. And that's it. And so I hope you enjoyed my video today. And if you did, give me a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more videos, please follow. And I am just using a little bit of glitter up here. And that's it. And thanks for stopping by. Have a good day.